What is algae? Can you eat it? Find out on this next episode of Digest This.
Welcome to Digest This, the show that helps you revolutionize your digestive health. Here are your hosts, Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato.
Hello and welcome to Digest This. I'm Dr. Liz Cruz and I've got Tina Nunziato sitting right here by my side. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can see us in full color. Thank you for joining us. And if you're one of our regular listeners, we thank you for continuing this journey with us. And if you're a new listener, welcome. And please check out our library of hundreds of episodes. I think we've got over 500.
Close to 500, actually.
All right, close to 500.
We're coming up on our 500th YouTube, podcast episode.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. All right. So let's talk about algae. I mean, it's a very popular thing. And I think, that it's something that we've never spoken about.
Yeah.
So what is algae? I mean, algae is basically a aquatic microorganism. It's plant-based and it's jam-packed full of nutrients. All right.
It's not the first thing you think of when you think of algae.
It's not. What is the first thing you think of? I mean, you're thinking
of a fish tank.
Yeah.
When I think of algae,
exactly.
I think of a fish tank and all the green disgustingness inside of a fish tank that needs to be cleaned out regularly.
Well, guess what? Apparently, there is algae that is actually really good for us.
Awesome.
All right. Now, I am not an expert on algae. Okay, though I think that it's something that I would like to do a little more research on. And, so we're just going to cover some highlights. So I know that there are probably a lot of different types of algae. There's probably algae out there that's not good for us. I mean, I'm not suggesting in any way that now we can go and just start, licking the insides of our aquariums. But it is definitely a water-based, it's a plant-based water organism. And apparently there are forms of algae that are super, super healthy and super good for you. And I didn't realize that until recently. I've been getting some.
Excuse me.
Okay. I've been doing some self-care and with this guy and his girlfriend, and they have me taking algae. And, at first I was not skeptical because if you know Tina and I, we are like totally open to all sorts of holistic things. I mean, we have our own business that is a very holistic based wellness business. Okay. We're very open to it, always checking out new things, new gadgets. Because it's our goal to bring this to you. And so, we have to keep learning. And so we're always learning, and it's actually pretty exciting. So I started taking this algae a few months ago, and he gets it from this company, and that is very pure. It's a very pure form of algae. It's non-GMO. It's 100% plant-based. The two specific ones that he has me taking is spirulina and chlorella. Okay, and by the way, these are actually quite popular. Okay, you can look it up. You can find these, at Sprouts, at Whole Food. Probably you can find them at other places.
Yeah, a lot of times they'll come in capsule form or powdered form. Mm-hmm. Like I even bought you some of the powder that we're putting in the smoothies.
Yes,
too, so you're getting an extra dose of it. But
exactly.
These are more like tabs.
Yes, these are little tiny tabs. Mm-hmm. Just jam-packed with nourishment. 40 proteins. It's like, he described it to me like it's like taking a bushel of green vegetables and eating it all bang in those little tablets. Okay. They have amino acids, they have good fats, they have good proteins, good minerals, just super healthy. They also help with detoxing the body, like of toxins, metals, things like that. And so just really, really healthy. And it's something that I'm taking them in the morning, taking them at nighttime, right before bedtime. And, it truly almost is like a meal replacement. Okay. It truly can act as a meal replacement, a very, very healthy meal replacement. And so I wanted to talk about that because, like Tina said, for the most of us, I think when we do think of algae, we do think of, something having to do with the ocean, with aquariums and things like that. So there are actually forms of algae that are super duper concentrated in great nutrients that are good for you. And like Tina mentioned, there's a powder form. So she does buy me the powder form, and I put
very expensive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All of these supplements are extremely expensive. And
yes.
It's probably just because they're so potent, right?
Yep.
But yeah, it's the spirulina and the chlorella powder that I bought to put in the smoothies is very expensive.
When you talk about very expensive, because like the little jar of chlorella that you got is about this big.
$40.
$40. And then you got a little bigger one for the spirulina.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger and it's about $45.
Okay. Alrighty. Well,
and that's for the super clean stuff.
Right. And that's the thing.
Right.
You do want it to be super clean. You want it to be super clean.
There's others out there that are cheaper, but they have fillers and junk in them.
All right. And that's really important. And Tina and I are huge on that because you can go out there and buy a product, some sort of a supplement, a probiotic, a digestive enzyme, and get it for really cheap. However, you're getting it for really cheap because typically they put additives and fillers and things to make it cheaper. Okay. Whereas like when you get our products are clean, like very clean, no additives, no fillers, in capsule form. So just pure clean products is what you're getting when you're buying some of our products. So the same with these products, this algae, the spirulina and the chlorella.
Buying all of our products. Not just some of our products.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So the same thing with these. I mean, you want it to be pure because the last thing you want to be introducing into your body is toxins. Okay. We already introduce so many toxins into our body with other foods that we eat, beverages we drink, the air we smell, the things we put on our skin, lotions. I mean, so the goal is to get a very clean, pure product.
Yeah, because part of the algae tabs are to help you detox.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm looking on a website for the company for the tablets that I'm taking right now. And I'm just kind of looking in here, as far as the difference between spirulina and chlorella. Spirulina is considered like an energizing, nourishing blue-green algae, helps with weight loss, improves physical and sport performance, helps to restore mitochondria, which is really important in your body. Boosting the mental energy, and has the highest concentration of collagen and protein in the world, 3 times the protein of a steak.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. 3 times the protein as steak. It's got B vitamins, it's got 40 other vitamins and minerals, and basically swallowing a handful is going to, help eliminate having you having to take other supplements, also saving you, time and money. I realize I'm getting into their marketing part, so we don't need to read that part. All right. So the chlorella.
But it is true. A lot of people take a ton of different vitamins and minerals to replace whatever they feel like they're lacking. And it's like, I'll ask patients all the time, well, why are you on these 20 supplements? This email told me this is good for my hair, and this email told me this is good for my nails, and this email told me, I saw this infomercial and they told me that that D, I needed more D, I needed more B. And then before you know it, you're on 20 supplements, right? And the problem with that is that every supplement typically has a casing. And you're putting all these casings into your body. And then you have a stomach ache and you wonder why. And then most of these supplements have fillers. So, right. So you're taking 20 supplements with all different fillers, and your body doesn't want to get vitamins and minerals like that. It wants to get it from real food, right? Natural foods, things like algae, things like greens. So yeah, it's kind of cool that they've compacted these nutrients.
It is cool. It's so awesome. And then I wanted just to read a little bit on the chlorella. Okay, so the chlorella is a wellness detoxing immune health green algae, strengthens your immune system, removes toxins, heavy metals, and pesticides. All right, killing bacteria, supports gut health, highest concentration of chlorophyll in the world. Now I'm going to give you a number. Get this. 500 times arugula.
Wow.
500 times what arugula has and 25 times what liquid chlorophyll has.
Yeah, and I was going to say, because we sell liquid chlorophyll on the website because we're, huge proponents of getting as much green into the body as possible. And so putting the chlorophyll in your water, drinking it throughout the day was, something we used to do a lot.
Right.
And this technology advancing and just putting all of this into a little tab.
Exactly. So it's awesome. I mean, I'm doing spirulina tablets. I'm doing a handful in the morning. I do a handful at night, and then the chlorella, I do it at nighttime. The chlorella actually has it has tryptophan in it, has high tryptophan that helps improve your sleep. Okay, that's not actually why I'm taking it, but I'm telling you, jam-packed full of nutrients. Okay, but those figures or those little numbers about like 500 times what arugula has, or 3 times the protein what a steak has, that's very impressive. That's very impressive. So,
and that you can get it from a plant.
And that you can get it from a plant. Exactly. Great point. So, anyways, algae.
Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought? Okay. So, can you eat algae? Absolutely. Absolutely.
I do not recommend licking your fish tank.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Well, do you want to talk about the company? That you're taking it from?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the name of the company is called EnergyBits.com. Energy, like energy, and then bits, B-I-T-S, EnergyBits.com. And the founder of the company, her name is Catherine, and she's the founder, the CEO. When you go on the website and look at her, you try to guess how old she is. She's actually in her 70s, but she looks amazing. She looks like she's in her 50s. All right. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. Very, very awesome what she's done and what she's brought to the public. And so yeah, check it out. Check it out. You can definitely eat algae, and it's actually so good for you. So good. All right, so thank you so much for joining us. If you want to connect with us, please check us out on our website, drlizcruz.com. You can click the magenta colored button on the homepage, and you can schedule a free 30-minute wellness consult. If you have not rated us, please rate us, and please give us a 5. It'll help other people like you to find us faster. And lastly, if you have not subscribed to our podcast, please subscribe so that you never miss an episode. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you on the next one.
Thank you for joining Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato. To learn more about their revolutionary products and services, go online to www.drlizcruz.com.